Hello, good afternoon everybody. It's approaching 4 p.m. We always check in early at this time, as there's a little bit of a preamble for us to get through. Hang on, I've just noticed something. Just need to flip the screen. There we go, as if by magic. The label's the right way round. Good afternoon everyone. Hope you're all good and well. What you been up to? What you been doing? Been anywhere good? Or just been hanging around home doing bits of this and bits of that? Hello, Mrs. Perry. You're the first one in today. I feel like I've missed you. I feel like you've not been on a couple of movement snacks with me. Correct me if I'm wrong. You might have been part of the catch-up crew over the last couple of days or so. Sundays are busy. Mondays in our house are even busier. And actually, just this whole run-up to Christmas, I know Bex has eliminated that word entirely from her vocab, hasn't she? It's just getting busier and busier. I'm not looking forwards to my backache that I normally get when I sit down to wrap the presents up. So we might have to do something about that in a movement snack or two. Right, Ken Green's sliding in today. Ken, you're up in Scotland. Are there any of those snow ploughs that are around your area? Now, in the Midlands, what we've got is what's it called? They name all their trucks. Eddie Stowbar. Eddie Stowbar is down near Warwickshire way, just off the M1, a few junctions down from us. And they name all of their trucks. So every time I'm driving down the motorway, I'll see an Eddie truck and I get to overtake it. I always have a look at the name. Is it like that in Scotland? What trucks, what gritters around your area, Ken? Same for you, George, as well. Are there any regular appearances of gritters with great names around your area? Right, what you been up to, George? Let's have a look. Went to the local golf club for a late lunch after dealing with a load of washing. Yes, that's just a constant in our household. Kathy's here to join us as well. Hello, Kathy. Hope you're good and well. What you been up to? Any word on the street from you lot? From your street? Mrs. Perry, do they name... I nearly called them skidders then, but they're not skidders. They're gritters. Definitely not skidders. Right. Here's Dee. Hello, Dee. It's morning where you are, isn't it? I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think it must be morning. I think we should call ours Kelsey Jane or Kelsey Michelle. Kelsey Michelle Leverton. Leverton is my Transformer name. Okay. Right, what you up to, Margaret? Just made it after a cut and soot. You've cut and soot. Is that like something to do with the hairdo? Right, Ken, you'll have to be on Gritter Watch. You know how they do like Spring Watch? We can have Gritter Watch. Any gritter names coming in? I've found a really good picture of... I think it's like the semi-finals to the finals of a gritter naming contest, but that's got to be used on the Sunday finale. I'm afraid it doesn't work until that day. Right, Bex has just joined us. Give us a nudge when it's 4 p.m. I can just keep getting this flash of red across the top of my head. Let's just get out of the way. Oh, there he is. Oh, I like that, Bex. Get a grit instead of get a grit. Georgie's got a swear word one, but I don't know what you mean there. I'll have to look back. Yes, Mrs. P, you'll have to look out for Eddie Snowbar. There's one. That can be the Midlands version. Eddie Snowbar. Eddie Stowbar. That's what they're called. Kelsey Michelle Plough, thank you. That'll do for me. You've just done Dave's morning movement mission, have you, Dee? So you're kind of almost a bit back to front with this one as your noon then. Mary Willis has joined us. Hello, Mary. Great to have you here. I don't recognise your name from previous Movement Snacks. So if you're here as a new Movement Snacker, hope you enjoy and have a look first. See what you fancy doing, seated or standing, loads of options, and then get stuck in. Right, Sue, just in time. Here's your 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon and welcome. It's 4 p.m. It is the 14th. Tuesday, the 14th of December 2021, and you're with me, Kelsey Leverton from Later Life Training. We always start with a circ boost, as some of you very well know. Let's get on with that. Right, so I'm going to start with the seated prompts first. So depending on where your bottom is in the chair at the moment, you might want to just hip walk forwards. So just coming a bit further away from the back of the chair that you can't even see, look. Feet, ankles under knees, flat on the floor for starters, and then just have a bit of a fiddle and a change and a tweak and a move around with your posture to sit up tall and lengthen through your spine. Once you're there, start with your foot pedals. Now your hands can be on your lap, they can be holding onto the side of your chair, just to give your upright posture a bit of support. Find your rhythm with this. Off you go. In standing, external support can be quite useful. I've got some options in front of me. Depends where I move to. You might have something to the side of you or to both sides of you, like that, look. Once you're there, stand up tall. Try and make sure that your feet aren't too wide apart. Legs directly under hips makes it easier to transfer the weight as we bring in some foot pedals or even bring in and progress to leg marches. Now with your top half, just lift up tall. Try and rest your shoulders back and down and just lengthen up through your neck as well. Now the only bit that's allowed to go down in posture are shoulders. But they're the ones that tend to creep up. So try and keep them relaxed, pressed down, your chest feeling open. Let's warm the shoulders in to this move as well. So bend and fix the elbow here at about a 90-degree angle. Opposite arm to leg. You might just have the one arm on the go at any one time. And that may be because you just need your external support for a bit of confidence and stability, or you might want to bring both arms in together. Now with arms and legs working together, the middle bit, so the centerpiece of your body, will need to be tall and strong. So just see if you can stay tall, the rib cage lifted high away from the hip bones, and just, without holding your breath, just bring your tummy muscles in a little bit. Now this might get a bit tired, and don't be surprised if it does, especially in seated. So to give it a bit of a rest, you might want to rest your legs down, just readjust your bum and just carry on with the arm swings. Here we're just getting a bit warmer, but we're not getting too out of puff. Your breathing might change a bit, that's to be expected, but it shouldn't be too taxing or intense. Feeling a bit warmer? Hopefully you are. And we can bring that down to a close now. So just make your movements a little bit smaller, settle them down, and eventually come to a stop. With your posture, you might want to take a bit of a slump in seated. Or you might want to take a bit of a hip walk back and just lean against the back of the chair to let the posture just switch off altogether. You will need to come back through though, maybe with a bit of hip walking. Right, we're going to do, I'm going to do this in standing. This is our sway routine, our slow plough movement pattern. But in seated, the arms are exactly the same as in standing. Here we go, a little bit wider with the feet, but try and point your toes forwards. You can move through this routine, holding onto your external support and just working through one arm at a time if you like. Before we bring arm movements in, I just want you to take a softness into your knee. You can do this in seated and just take a little angle of your toes out to the side and then back in to soft knees. Lift, switch the toes out to the side. You're changing your knee position on that leg as well and switch back. This is going to come in to our first snowplow move. And this can be done exactly in seated as well. Let's have a look at arms without legs. So with support, we go across to the side, up and back in to the side of your body. With both arms, it's like you're holding a shovel. I've got a little bit of body movement in there as well. We just need 3 of these. I'm not sure whether that's 3 or 4, but we'll pretend it's 3. And then the last one, just take the arms all the way over, drawing a big circle and then starting back, ready to go on the other side. So just a little tilt forwards is all that you need if you want it. Otherwise, just move the arms through. It's up to you. So hopefully you could see the difference between those 2 options with the body coming in. I'm going to call that 3, it might be 4. All the way over, drawing a big circle over your head and then down into the other side. Okay. You might want to carry on practicing that movement through. See how you feel. Feel your trunk move in with the arm movements too. Have a look at this. This is where we go with our first foot switch position. So as we go in to take our first shovel, we just lift, transfer the weight forwards, come back up to the middle here, and then just keep your legs straight, knees soft. There's the second one. There's the third one. So we've not got a transfer of weight on those second 2. And then here's where we go all the way over. I think Nelson's just nutmegged me, hasn't he? And then the foot comes back, drawing that all the way over bit. So are we ready? On the other side, switch the foot forwards, shift the weight, and then a little bit of a tilt through the body. It's up to you how much of a tilt you want to give through the body. This time we're going forwards and round and all the way over, and then bring that foot back in again. There we go. All right, going to take that through again. It might have been Napoleon that nutmegged me actually. So just from seated. Toes are pointing forward, seated or standing, pretty much the same, except you're either sat down or stood up. There we go. Lift up tall. Let's have a really lift through the posture and the chest is open. Get ready with your snow plow. Switch the foot, lean in, transfer the weight. If you want to tilt through the body, then please do, but think about what degree you want to tilt through. It might be small, it might be medium, it might be a little bit larger. Get ready to switch the foot. This time we're going to go all the way round, drawing that circle across the body, and we're ready to change sides. Bit of a shift of weight there and a transfer of weight. Keep the weight evenly over the legs through that second and third one. And then here's where we switch the foot back, just as the arms are tracking over the top of your head and round back to where they started. There we go. So just a little bit of a transfer of weight and a switch of the foot, which is what I believe Bex practiced with you earlier in a lower body movement montage. I did notice that there was a little bit of a ball of the foot change of position there. So well rehearsed there. Wasn't planned at all. Right, we're going to move into our stretches now. So if you would like to sit down, you might feel a bit more relaxed and a bit more comfortable than remaining in standing, but the choice is yours. I'm going to sit down here. You can place your hands round at your back pockets if you stood up, or it's sat down, or round towards the back of the chair if you've got something that you can grip your hands onto. Lift up tall there, really lengthen through the spine, shoulders come back, and the chest, well, you're really feeling like you're exaggerating, sticking out your chest. The neck is lengthened. Sometimes we can feel our chin jutting a little bit, but if we chin tuck a little bit there, like we do in the breakfast routine, just a little bit of chin tuck lengthens and extends the neck, and what you should be feeling is a little bit of a pull in the chest and shoulder area. Good for anything that requires reaching around the back of you, tucking yourself in, getting round to adjust a strap, a belt, your waistband, dry your bum, and all sorts of those things. There we go, relax. We've got to keep it real in these movement snacks. Calf stretch is where we'll visit next, everyone. So from a sat down position, you can have your leg out straight. If you're a bit too far deep into your chair, you might struggle to straighten out the leg. So maybe just hip walk that little bit further forwards. Toes are up. So's your posture. Really lifting tall and pulling the toes towards you. That's your seated version. Hold that for about 20 seconds or just a few less if you've had enough by then. Standing. Support, ideally support quite close to you here. You don't want it to be a huge arm reach away. Striding back, organising your feet so that all 10 of your toes are pointing in the same direction, and then we can take a bit of a knee bend on the front leg. The back leg is long and straight. We've got a little tilt forwards with the body. Should see a bit of a diagonal line from heel to top of head, and a pull into the calf muscle. If you can't quite get your heel down, maybe just hot your foot in and make your stride less long or shorter. Relax, change sides. I'm going to do the second one facing towards you. So with the feet hip distance apart, I've not got anything in front of me, so I can take my hands to the thigh, and all 10 toes pointing forwards on that one, all 5 pointing upwards on this one. Now, stretching the calf is a lovely feeling, especially if you've been on the feet for a long time, your calf muscles have tightened up. Maybe you've been wearing some shoes that put your calf muscles into a shortened position, i.e. not flat shoes. So great stretch to do on warm muscles. Relax there. Upper side stretch is where we're going next. I'm going to come in closer for this one. By all means, take a seat or bring yourself into standing. Let's go hand to shoulder. Let's lift the elbow and arm kept quite close to your head in the middle. Sounds silly that, doesn't it? Get your head in the middle. Well, I'm afraid it's where it is, but sometimes we can be over here or hunching forwards. So neck long, elbow up, stretch down here, a little tilt can bring a bit more length into the rib cage area and under your armpit, and an extra reach and an extra stretch can help you get the elf down from the curtain rail. There we go, relax there. Okay, second one, second arm lifting. This one may be a little bit more stiff than the other one. Generally, I think we would probably pick our most dominant or our best side first. Either way, it doesn't matter. We give this one just as good a stretch as the other one. Lifting tall, see if you can take a little bit of a side tilt, lengthen through here. These are the positions we need to get into when we're lying down, turning over, and of course doing any kind of upwards reaching, whether we're dressing, whether we're cleaning, dusting, or whether we are reaching up to retrieve items or place items into higher cupboards. Right, I'm going to get back on my feet now. Last stretch. Oh no, we can't leave this without a neck stretch, can we? Because you love it so much. I'm staying here then, a bit longer. Okay, so shoulders level, relax down. take a little tilt, taking your ear towards the shoulder, lengthening through the neck there, feeling that pull. You'll probably feel this quite well. Might feel a bit uncomfy, but that's okay as long as it's not nipping into being painful. Chin, place your chin slowly down towards your collarbone. So we're kind of letting the head hang here a little. You can add slight additional pressure onto your head if you want to feel that a bit more. Do that with a little, not too much gusto though. Relax, lift up, let's go to the other side. So you can just ease it. It's not too much pressure there. It's still a reasonably comfortable stretch. You may or may not require that. Then very slowly just start to bring your chin towards your collarbone. Let your head hang there. Press the shoulders down. There's an additional bit of pressure that you could include, but you don't have to. And then up we come, relax out of it. Right, now we're on the back of thigh stretch. Let's have a look at this. My knee's just about to click, everyone. So what we're going to do here is a back of thigh stretch. So with a loose ankle and a loose knee, lifting through the posture, easing forwards and holding it there. So here we've got a little bit of a pull on the back of the leg, nothing too intense again. And just hold it there, freeze, pause, hold your position, let the stretch, and also let your body relax into it. Once you've done, lift up tall and then bring that second side in. Loose ankle, loose knee, up with the posture, ease it in, ease yourself in, feel the pull. Back of the knee is probably where you'll feel it most. Keep sitting tall and keep holding that position. Just let your body ease into it and relax out of it when you're done. Okay, right, I'm going to attempt to walk on my slightly locked out knee. Let's see what happens here. It just goes every now and again, and you've just caught me, everyone. Just need to click it back in. It'll go in a minute, but I'll leave you to it. I've got some knee clicking to get on with. All right, catch you tomorrow, 4 p.m. and possibly 12 noon now, Bex. I'll talk to you on the other group. Take care, everyone. See you later.